what's up guys? Christian Pratt of the Main Action. I just finished my league match against Brian and thought I'd maybe post a video of our match. Last few times I've tried doing videos, my computer just cramped out. Unfortunately lost some good games against Matt that I know of. So this is a really interesting matchup, right? We got Cole Rourke versus Jericho Kill. We got the Daddy Slash himself versus kind of the new kid on the block in the Slash game. So yeah, this video is going to be very raw. I'm just kind of doing this live. I'm going to try and do it in one take or as close to one take as possible. So here you can see my full deck. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I was feeling. I was trying some new stuff. I didn't want to play, the Astria. I didn't want to play anything with Neil. I didn't want to play Elephant, though. I think this deck actually would have been really cool if I just dropped an Elephant round one and then Slash to support it, kind of like what the original pre-con deck Cole wanted to do with Rhinos. But yeah, so some interesting things happening here. I'm going for Lion, Lioness, Abundance. What else? Shifting Mist. I also have 2 Shadows in there. So like I counted his Conjurations and kind of decided because he was Jericho, he wouldn't have Turtle Guard. So it was kind of a bummer because I wanted to play against something with Turtle. Dropped the Lioness, 2 Shadows it. The other cool thing about the deck is I think it's a one-off body inversion because I think it's really funny to body invert a turtle and then slash it. But none of my dreams came to fruition as I am playing into Jericho with what I assume to be Squall Stallions and Shadow Spirits, which is a real bummer because I want to Abundance, so I get more Slash cards, but also trying to focus my own Shadow Spirits. And now it's not a favorable matchup because Double Edge is going to allow him to draw deeper into the deck, see those Shadow Spirits sooner. But yeah, let's see how this goes. As you can see, I'm really struggling to decide my first 5. I wanted to start Shifting Mist because I knew this game was going to come down to a point where we're both either just staring at each other's empty decks, and I didn't want to be the one to lose on draw. But I just felt like I couldn't start Shifting Mist because I wanted to have sleight of hand. the other hand tricks in my hand were available to me all game, so that I can dig deeper or just keep slashing. The whole point of this deck was I wanted to test if Cole, basically with hand tricks, was like the old school EV. Just spend a basic, do a damage. Sure, you're milling a card, but hopefully you get enough advantage with it that you can overtake someone's board. So yeah, we both do this sort of thing where we ditch our hand tricks. I have to discard mine. He puts his under Jericho, which I think is, in all things considered, better for him. Again, I considered keeping it in my first hand just to slash it, just to really set the tone for the game. I ended up not doing that, though I kind of wish I had. But I got a Fire Archer here for my draw, so we'll see where it goes. I was aware that I thought that Abundance could be my win con here because I know that Jericho's typically tear through their decks, and I thought that maybe if I get all 3 Abundance, I could get to a point where I'm making him draw 6 each round and I'm not drawing any, and that could be my win con because he'll start taking 6 damage every time. This Jericho that Brian's playing is pretty good. We've kind of seen similar versions of it in the league so far. Yeah, it's just a monster. I fully expected, crescendos, double edges, full board sweeps. You'll see. It's a good game. I don't want to give away the ending because it was very close. So I start things off with the Emperor Lion. Just want to come up with some pressure on him. And I'm doing the voiceover like straight in Premiere, so it's kind of hard for me to actually read the cards. So if I say something wrong, don't make fun of me, because I just assume I just played the game. I'm trying to remember everything. It's really blurry. All right, yeah, we expect a changing winds here. Let's see what we get. Yes, Matt and Bill decided to hop in and watch, which made it super nerve-wracking. Trying to prove my slash skills. Changing Wind's really a staple card right now in any kind of deck that wants to focus books. But also it combos really well with the Squall Stallion which he's running because before changing winds, we didn't really have an at will way to do the draw unless you were running like Nominate herself. But this is in mana. It's perfect. It's great effect. Good card. Good card. So here I'm kind of just asking if he was going to put a second card back from Changing Winds. Puts it on top. Great ability. Lets you dig through your deck. You could put, if it's something you didn't want to see, put it on the bottom of your deck. Something you like, put it on top. Draw right back into it. So this is really weird to me. So he put Double Edge back on top of his deck, right? And then meditated it. And I'm of the opinion that Double Edge is one of the best, like the best Phoenixborn unique to come out since Illusionary Cycle. So I thought it'd be funny to slash the. I probably went too much for the memes here, but I thought it'd be funny to slash the Fire Archer. You get to do a damage for free. Really start willing away at that health. I thought it was a funny move. In retrospect, it's probably have just been better since he didn't have a nature to play the Fire Archer for the ceremonial. Then I maybe get 2 damage out of it, but that slash was funny enough to me to get what I wanted out of it. Also, I don't know if I mentioned it, but I decided to go first because in the event that he did have an elephant, I would at least have a what is it called? An Emperor Lion out there to take the damage, deal 3. He might heal it, but I needed to not take 6. When your health is 15, taking 6 is a bad move. Pro tip. So here, we talked about the Double Edge thing being so bizarre. I told him, he could just go ahead and, because I think he was regretting it, and I don't know if he just forgot that Changing Winds could draw, but I told him just to go ahead and the card he meditated, or the die he meditated, would just be taken care of with Changing Winds, and he could draw the Double Edge because I didn't want the game to be decided by something like a weird decision when something was. I mean, it was an easy mistake that could have easily been avoided. The game state hasn't really changed that much. Just put the die on Changing Winds, fix the die, or the exhaustion. Oh, I'm tired. It's been a long day. Put the exhaustion on Changing Winds, fix the die, draw the card. So we kind of reverted that, which it was a league game, but I don't care enough. Now, if it was the top 8, yeah, maybe I care. But I mean, I'm cold cheesing here. Let's go. Cole don't care. And the spectators noticed that I bumped one of my dice from a wolf to a basic. Let me change it. This wasn't the best thing to see from Abundance. I kind of was hoping for another Abundance. I wanted to get my Abundances online as soon as possible in this game and just make Jericho's deck just disappear. Again, I thought it would be funny to slash him. Hilarious. I still have 9 mana. I've done 2 damage. Things are looking good. I could make all 9 of that mana slash damage this round if I had enough main actions. It's genius. Pro level play. So we see Stein come out. We predicted the Conjuration pile correctly. I'm not sure what to do. Um, I don't. This was not what I was supposed to do. This is Christian going too far on the meme. So I get back two Hendrix at the start of this turn because I'm like, hey, two dice, two damage, right? This is the whole point of the deck. Then I mid hidden power heal, which I didn't med it. I had to lose it because of Hendrix, which is a bummer. But then I put out my Emperor line. Emperor line is so good. It is just so good. And then we actually use this one to draw. I'm shifted back to the ceremonial in case I want to try and use Final Cry this round. My mana kind of disappeared real fast with that Emperor Lion. Would have been nice to have seen one of those hidden powers. I assume he's got, well, I know he's got a double edge in hand right now, which is scary because I mean now the stallion can swing for 3, but at least the double edge won't kill the lion, so I'm feeling at least okay about that. So here comes. And I was explaining to him right now that in the current rules, you're actually supposed to declare all your targets for double edge, even if you don't intend to discard the cards and do the damage. It's a lot like Rin's Fury. So I told him, just in case that I had Banish, because I was showing the mana for it, you know, it's important that he make sure to declare that. It was a total psych out move to make him think I had Banish, but it didn't work. He still did it. Nobody runs Banish. So it's a really interesting choice here to discard the Sonic Swordsman to hit me for 1. I just felt like in this matchup, that 1 damage was pretty minimal. I mean, yeah. The Sonic Swordsman just seems like a better to hold on to me. I don't know why he ditched it, but we'll see. So Crescendo, it's literally the card of the meta. I think, well, not the card of the meta. Neil's the card of the meta. But I think Crescendo's up there. Like these Jericho decks combining Double Edge and Crescendo is just so much removal. It's insane. For 1 die, you can put 5 damage on the board. Like, that's insane. It is insane. So good. And then on top of that, he's going to hit me for 3, which is brutal. So we're going down 4 here. Done 2 with my... What is this, folks? This is... I literally typed in chat, all caps, what? The discard of Double Edge to Crescendo to me was a very questionable decision. You know, I've already stated that I think that Double Edge is the best card in Jericho's deck. It's the reason you're playing Jericho. You're not playing Jericho for that little, you see that card under Jericho? Yeah, that's not why you're playing Jericho. You're playing Jericho for Double Edge. So, you know, if your hand is that good, it's that great, maybe don't discard the Sonic Swordsman to do 1 to me. Maybe discard the Sonic Swordsman to Crescendo. Because Double Edge is good and just very good here. Here he heals my 2 slash damage, which really made me sad inside. I worked really hard. I had to get all the blades ready, get them sharpened, and then hidden power. Man, this round, this abundance draws that I, you know, willingly walked into and maybe probably shouldn't have, but are really turning against me here. So he gets 2 sympathy, which makes me question, is he running more Squallstein books? Now, normally no one is. Absolutely no one. But maybe. But it tips me off to either String Mage, which would be a literal nightmare for Cole. I do a side action to put a damage on something. He uses the side action to take it off. It would just be very bad. I would have to end up doing some sort of burst damage on a String Mage, but it's probably Scald, which is scary. some more slashing antics. So he puts out a Shadowspear book. Well, he showed me a Shadowspear book. He's thinking about it. There was some confusion because I was very aggressive with my slash. Like I was so excited to slash that stallion that I put the wound token on him for him. That was a little bit rude on my part. I probably should have just let him do it so that it was clear, I understood what was happening. It would probably drive me nuts if somebody else grabbed the tokens and put them on my side. So that's, if you're playing against me in the league, just put all my exhaustion tokens on for me. That's how you get in my head. But yeah, that was probably rude of me. I probably should have just waited for him to do it. I kind of had forgot, like early in the recording. Oh, a Dispel. Wow, that's the card that was under there. Interesting. I didn't even notice that the first time around. I forgot about the Jericho could slash, and I forgot that the Shadow Spirit had 1 health. I don't think I could have really done anything to prevent it, but it would have been nice to have the Final Cry ready for it. So he has no mana. He can't draw unless there's another. The third double edge is that last card. I'm not worried about the Scald doing its thing. So I finish up the Stallion here with the Anchor Knot. Classic combo, slash and Anchor Knots. But I actually was a cheater and noticed it. I meditated to put out the Linus, so I can't slash. Yes, so he does the right thing and swings here. The Linus is going to kill that regardless, so he at least gets 3 damage out of it. Yeah, I mean, my Linus could stick around, but now I get to swing back. He can't take it because of Linus's ability, which Linus is so good, actually, really cool. Can kill 3 health units as long as they don't have particle shields, and nobody runs particle shields anymore. Slash it. Got him. Or did I get him? Yeah, actually got him. So keeps the Final Cry here. It's an interesting decision. But he gets to go first next, so I just wanted to make sure it was off the board before he got to do another 3 to me. Keep Linus around. Checking my discard to see kind of what I lost that round. I felt pretty good after this first round, actually. I maintained control of the board. Yeah, my goal was to keep the board clear and then just keep abundancing. So another card gets prepared. Man, all the blades. The knight is a pretty fire hand. I really like this hand because I haven't actually passed the token yet, but he's actually going first this round, which means I'll be going first next round. So sitting on 200 blades in this round looks pretty good. Because I can hopefully go for a board sweep towards the end of the round, have some units left, and get to keep the party going. It is pretty expensive though. If it's 4 my mana. Let's see what happens. You notice I keep mousing over the deck counts. There we go. Finally passed him. I like this position because pretty much any 3 health unit that he drops right now is going to get killed by my Linus in a slash. and he can't trigger Crescendo because he doesn't have a unit out. So I'm at here for Power Sympathy. Kind of again telegraphs River Skull and the spiciness of a secret door. Looks like not just me was trying to get pretty spicy tonight. I haven't seen a secret door in play since last league. I think Xander ran one his Vicky deck that made it to the finals. But yeah, it's pretty rare to see one of those. So now I'm scared of some sort of combo with Crescendo to make the Scald up to like 5 attack. If you like changing winds, side action, main action, swing, Crescendo, trigger Secret Door. Now we're looking at a 5 attack Stallion, which is really terrifying considering I have 8 life left. I was also, in my discard, I saw 1 heal. The deck only has 2, and I haven't seen the second yet. Wasn't sure what to do here. He didn't put a unit out. I could swing for 2, but it seems like underutilizing the Linus and like the pressure I have right now for him to be afraid to put anything down. In retrospect, as I said, we kind of knew the Scald was coming, so I'm pretty sure the Linus is about to explode. But I like the Holy Knight here because it can be crescendoed, can be scalded, can be double-edged. It's kind of a monster right now. It's also pretty good against Jessa and Astria, who can't market, can't Gauntlet. So I like Holy Knight as a one-off in my deck. I think Divine decks, if they have the 3 Divine, should definitely run one. I was very unsure if the Holy Knight could be affected by the Scald, so I kept reading it. I was like, "This is good, right?" And the changing winds to trigger. The way he kind of moused over his hand like that, or whenever he was deciding which die to change, made me think that he had hidden power because he chose the illusion die. We'll see if that theory's right. There's TTS tells you guys. You gotta pay attention. I don't know if that's a real thing, right? Just like to think that. So yeah, Linus exploded. I was very confused by this. I think killing Linus is all good and dandy, and he had to do it at some point because if he didn't, the Linus just kills the Scald, and he obviously really wanted to play the Scald. But I could swing for 5 here, which is so inviting. And I'm looking at his mana, saying, okay, well, what's he going to swing with? He could put out a Shadow Spirit and crescendo my Holy Knight. Something was fishy. It seemed too easy. So I was worried he had like a hidden power to get more sympathy. He would get out a Stallion and then crescendo my Holy Knight. And I didn't want to lose the Holy Knight. I invested 4 in it after all. So he says he forgot to draw for Chinny wins. I told him just go ahead and go for it. There comes the stallion. I'm still very unsure about swinging. Maybe that was just me being too passive. The 5 damage really would have helped. But killing stuff's also cool. Man, Linus with slashes just feels so good. So here's the hidden power. I think my tail was right. That's when I was kind of, I was kind of frustrated because he's seen. I think it's his second hidden power. I haven't seen one yet. I think I meditated one early though. But I'm also really surprised that he hasn't seen a second or third Shadow Spirit book doing changing winds, me abundancing, him double edging. Like that's statistically pretty bad for him. But Joey Abundance, I see my second and third Shadow Spirit. Yeah, it was a second hidden power. A lot of decisions about what to do with the cards in your hand. In this game especially. We we spent a lot of time thinking. I kind of want second and third Linuses in the deck. Like they're just so good with Cole. No one's running Ice Trap, so they're just sticking around a lot more than they used to. Are you thinking about a Shadow Spirit? Another hidden power. Ooh, still haven't seen one. And I've seen one. It's in the discard. I'm just salty. A third hidden power. It's kind of the gamble I ran doing Abundance into Illusion. It was, yeah, I don't know if it was the right call, but again, at this point in the game, I still feel pretty confident that if I stall out, I can win via Abundance. So I'm still kind of just trying to see what he's going to do. So I make a Shadow Spirit, Mend to a Fairy, maybe give him a juicy target to use that Wolf on. But if he doesn't take it, I mean, I have Final Cry ready to go, and I fully expect that Jericho card underneath to kill that Linus at some point. So here comes the Sonic Swordsman in all of his glory. Suddenly my plan for sweeping the whole board and then getting to go first next round is looking kind of hard. So if I 100 blades, I put each of them at 1. Or 2 health left, do 1 damage to them. I could slash 1 for 2. I just don't have enough main actions to kill both of them and then swing for a 7 at the start. It's just not going to happen. So yeah, I'm not sure what to do. When my mouse starts spinning in circles like that, it means I have no clue what to do. So he passed. He passed to me. I don't know what I was afraid of for not swinging my Holy Knight here. I think I was afraid that if I swung at his Sonic Swordsman would aftershock it and then he could double edge kill it. And I didn't want to lose it. So I'm looking at 3 shots for the books on the board. I know there's 2 hidden powers coming. I went ahead and accepted his pass. I keep my Linus. I get to go first next. So I for sure kill one of these things. But then I also thought that I can get kind of tricky here with the Final Cry. And maybe kill both of them. Not at once, but eventually. We draw 2. Finally see the hidden power. Second abundance. Okay, so again, I'm feeling pretty good at this point in the game. 8 health is kind of scary, but he's got no over the top. No, unless he's running power through, he can't go over the top. Let's see what's in our discard. So we got 3 hand tricks in there. The fire archer that we slashed from the beginning. So I don't want to slash any of these, but I do want to kill a 3 health unit this game. Or this turn. This game. I at least kill 1 this game. So I get back to hand tricks. Just so I have something to slash right here. Swing it at Sonic Swordsman. Now I can kill the Sonic Swordsman if he chooses not to counter. I'm just trying to neutralize these 2 threats here. So he does decide to counter, which means my Linus does die. And now I kind of trick him into this. Final Cry the Scald. Side action slash the Scald. Neutralize 2 units for the round at least. Originally, the Final Cries were chance in my deck, but the spell board was just getting too tight, and I figured the games are going to be fast and loose anyway, that a Final Cry was effectively 2 rounds of a chant if I saw it. I'd probably do a little bit better, though, if they were chants. I don't know which spell board I removed. Maybe the Lion. It's not really doing a lot for me here except for that first round. So the thing I forgot here, my master plan to kill everything. I forgot that Sonic Swordsman has rhythmic healing. And rhythmic healing means that whenever he draws a card, it gets to heal one. So he summons a stallion and heals it one. I think I should have ran Meteor in the deck. Because I felt like even with 200 blades, both these 3 health units are still just out of reach. If I've had a Meteor, like one of those is a Meteor, it's three damage right there. Ugh. Absolutely awful. I wanted to draw anything but that because I knew I was going to slash whatever card I drew. And yeah. All game I've been complaining about not seeing hidden power, and I finally see it and have to slash it to kill Sonic Swordsman. Because he still has changing winds available, so I just didn't want it to heal up out of reach. I've now put something like 3 damage into that thing. I didn't want to have to do 4. And again, with 3 Shadow Spirit books, I probably should have just kept it. Like, I could have done a lot of work this round with it. So that's probably a misplay on my part. Kind of a sunk cost fallacy. That thinking I put so much work into trying to kill the Sonic that I continue to play bad just so I killed it. And my mana somehow disappeared. Double Edge. Such a good card. Yeah, and earlier I said he has no over the top, but I kind of forgot that Double Edge could do over the top because it's the best card in the game. It's not. I think Fear is better, but it's pretty close. So he's trying to decide what he's going to ditch, and I assume he's doing it to me because he can't do it to the Holy Knight. He showed me a Scald and a Devotion. Devotion's a good ditch here, I think. I mean, it can make his units pretty big, especially when I'm trying to slash them. But I think his units are kind of tough enough, which is kind of the problem. A heal ditch, too. Interesting. Now down to 6. But still, with the second abundance in hand, I know the third's coming soon because there's only 5 cards left in my deck. So I should, and there's 4 in his. So I should be able to abundance him out. Here he tries to crescendo my Holy Knight, and I kind of, again told him, you don't want to do that, trust me, because Holy Knight can be affected by crescendo. So he takes it back. So 3 double edge, 3 hidden power in there, and 1 crescendo. So I think the big obstacles of his deck are I'm kind of wading through them. I've waded through most of them so far. So I took the 3, kind of seeing where the heals were. I know I cut down to 2. I really shouldn't have. So here I was confused because he did 2 main actions, but then we resolve it in a second. He didn't actually swing the stallion, so he played the Shadow Spirit book. Then I play the Abundance. I throughout the game I meditated off 3 shifting miss. I ran 3 in the deck because I didn't want to be in this exact situation that I'm in. If I had seen one of those 3 shifting miss, I start pumping out these Shadow Spirits, no questions, and or start using those Seri dice to get back the Anchor Knot. Either one of those would have helped a lot in this matchup. You just got so much more mana than me. And it's a River Scald. Now I'm the pressure's on me here. I pretty much know whatever I summon is going to get killed by that Scald. It's tough. Now I definitely can't swing the Holy Knight. I thought about putting the Divine Die on a Holy Knight and swinging it, but I'm pretty sure that River Scald does wounds, and it doesn't matter. But also, the Divine Die ability is pretty weak, so he could just find some main actions to do. Well, just one main action, and then the Divine Die wouldn't matter. Tough choices, man. I really should have had Wolves ready earlier in the round, just so I could have started summoning Shadow Spirits. You're literally watching me go through all these decisions right now. She's down 1 card now, and it took me way too long to realize that if he has no cards, he can't make a Stallion bigger. He can't trigger Scald. All of these are things that I should have been thinking about during the game, but I did take my 3rd Abundance here, which is good, so I can start applying damage now with Abundance. Doing 6 around is pretty good. So we'll see. There's that two shadows. That two shadow spice. Oh, there was an interesting question here about whether or not you can cast Crescendo without choosing a target. I honestly still don't know. I mean, as I said, I just got done playing the game. I haven't actually looked it up. I just started recording this. Man, it would have been good to know to inform people. I don't think you can. I don't think you can not choose targets. I don't. I think you have to choose a target. So he was asking that because he wanted to swing his uh, stallion, play crescendo, trigger secret door, and before he swung the stallion, he would have drawn with changing winds. But it all didn't matter because of my abundance play. He only has one card left, so he can't do two draws to get up to a five attack stallion. This Holy Knight has really kept me in the game. It can't be scalded, double edged, crescendo. It's a monster. He's going first next. So it's not looking good for me. We abundance again. Oh, there's that spotty inversion. The sickest include. But now we've done a damage. And we've got one more abundance. We can do two more there. We got a final cry hand. That's another two. And then I could, now I can swing the. Well, not yet. The stallion's still unexhausted. But if I can somehow get the Holy Knight to hit, that's 9 damage in total. If I could just survive. But the third Shadow Spirit book, it was inevitable, right? Like he had to see it sooner or later. He still got so much mana. Probably abundance. Just a regular swing here. Not falling for this trap. Just take the one. No counter. Now I can swing back for 5. It's a really interesting decision. I know he's got crescendo in hand because he asked me about how it worked. So if I do swing here for 5, I have to win this round because he's definitely going to crescendo that Holy Knight. And I don't know that I can put up enough blockers and or sweep this to stay alive. I was trying to figure out what the last card in my deck was. It's my last 100 Blades, which is kind of nice, but again, I think I wish that I had Meteor as well because all these 3 health units, just it's too much to try and take them out. I need a hidden power. I need a power right now. And start making Shadow Spirits and just stay alive and then abundance him next round as much as I can. Live through that round and just abundance again. Because he doesn't have, I mean, he's just got one changing winds. He's going to have to naturally roll some wolves here to keep making Shadow Spirits. He's only got 5 cards in hand. He'll start taking draw damage. I should be able to hold out here. But that's the hindsight Christian. Past Christian decided to go for the kill that round. I don't know what past Christian was thinking. Got him at 7. Abundance is going to do 2 more, put him at 5. Final will put him at 3. 100 Blades put him at 2. But I gotta do 2 more damage somehow. So he decides to go for a Shadow Spirit. It's a good call. I mean, you're at 3 health, just throwing 2 attack dudes at something is a pretty good plan. Changing winds for a wolf. Solid move. Again, wish I had played Hidden Power sooner. Would have had the wolves ready to summon these Shadow Spirits. I've had 3 books all game. I don't think I've summoned a Shadow Spirit since getting 3 books. There's a lot of choices right here. Could summon a lion. I didn't really like that option because I know he has Crescendo. But if he does Crescendo, he's down 2 cards and takes another 3 damage. So maybe it wasn't the worst thing. But then I only have 1 die left. He takes it. I can't do anything. I can summon a lioness. Kind of the same thing. Kind of the same problem. This was not the right call either. I don't know what we were thinking. You still got 2 more books to summon. I thought I could kill at least the Scald and the Stallion, and then I wouldn't have to worry about him swinging so much next turn, but I forgot my deck was empty and I'm at 3 life. So this was a very foolish plan. But now I'm kind of committed to it, so. Good meditate here. Using the spell board. Yeah, That's not one of those. He'll need it. Down to 1. Yeah, there's no reason not to. Get in there. Now at 1 health. Facing at least 2 more Shadow Spirits and a Crescendo. It's not a good place to be. I again need to play Hidden Power right now. But because of Crescendo, it's a really awkward place to be. I gotta put a unit out. He puts out another Shadow Spirit as expected. And then makes a smart, very aware play. Use the last illusion, take my last die. I said GG, I know it's over. I know what comes next. I then took back my concession for a brief moment just so I could abundance for 2 more points to get my blood points, because blood points matter in this league. But yeah, just a great game by Brian. Some misplays on my part at the end, but it just seems that Jericho's double edge and crescendos are just much more effective than individual slashes in this meta. I just don't think Cole can really survive in this meta. I wanted to try to see if to Shadows and Body Inversion could help me get around Turtles, and then I didn't play Turtles, but I think, he kind of showed it here that Jericho's a monster and just kind of fits Cole's aggressive role better now. It was, really good game. Thanks for watching this. Kind of some tired ramblings. I just wanted to get this video up tonight as soon as possible because, as you guys know, we have a tendency of delaying things if I don't put them up right away. We should have a new episode coming out soon. We've had some scheduling issues, but should be getting together to talk about the league, kind of what we've been seeing. I think Matt is undefeated right now. And then Poppy's lost to Matt. I've lost to Matt and now Brian. So we're doing okay. Doing pretty good. All right, guys. See you later.